Welcome back to another part of Palia. Today we are either gonna do Keeper of Flames or Keeper of Gales. It just kind of depends on what one we find first when we're talking to the villagers. But I think I want to talk to Zeki, first, because I have a feeling, um, since he was kind of like the main person for the Wind Temple, then maybe that would start the Keeper of the Gales quest. But not really sure. Um, but anyway, let's go talk to him first. And if not, Delilah's right here, so we'll go and then we can talk to her.
Got any new goods for me?
What do you want? Do you know where any human overseer stations are? Why, you find one, maybe we can strip it for parts. Of course, Calorie would want to study it first.
Gotta get back to my
So he doesn't. Let's go talk to Delilah.
You should know by now you're
Can I get you
always
anything?
welcome
She doesn't have any of that. Let's just go ahead and figure out what she wants this week.
here. So glad you settled here.
But she doesn't have anything to give us for these quests. Okay, so let's start back this way, and is she petition her store? Yes. Although we did kind of already talk to her in the last part. Nope. Just doesn't have anything for us. Always run into that door.
What do you need?
Hassan has. Why were you away so long? Tom missed you. Oh, did he? But you don't have anything for us either. But we'll go see any other stuff you want. Let's talk to Tall2 while we're here. Do you know where any human overseer stations are? Stares at me blankly. Of course. I don't know. Okay, let's go talk to Calorie.
Good to see you.
Do you know where any human overseer stations are? Overseer stations? I didn't see any evidence of those during our Silverwing Ring search. A second site on the ground would make sense, though. Taking natural erosion and time into account, it'd have to be somewhere deep at this point. Maybe in those caves near the geyser. Something below the structures. North of the temple entrance, perhaps? Do take note of if you discover something. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this chatting with her too. And figure out what she wants. Pine cones this time, okay.
Stop by again soon.
Find the Aeroflow Overseer Station. So it looks like we're gonna do the Keeper of the Gales. So we need to travel to Bahari. An odd Mahari shrine watching over the campsite. Something clicks as you put your hand on it. And a book falls. Where was I? Right mid that love of my life with her sword to my throat. She'd gotten each and every member of me crew loaded to the gunwales at our camp, then sent them back to the ship. Once I was alone, she followed me up the hill when I went to drop some water weight and had me at sword point before I could call for help. Not that it'd do any good. Said she had the map of the greatest Glimmerkin vault of all time and was taking me ship and crew to find it. Unfortunately for her, she couldn't resist my catty charms, convinced her to take me with her, and I became her first mate. The path to the Great Vault was an adventure too incredible and salty to describe, and the whole time we grew closer and closer, camped up and down this shore. I'd like to think this very camp was where we fell in love. After 2 years of searching, I began to question whether we even cared anymore. Kilima, however, never forgot, and one day we made landfall near the vault. That story is a whole treasure on its own, and I'm out of dry paper. I'll save it for the next statue. Now, I know that didn't have anything to do with this quest, but I apparently hadn't done that one yet, so. Oh, it's right here. Okay, okay. I have to climb up. So, trying to figure out the best way to climb. And I'm getting stuck right there. So let's try maybe this wall. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Another mysterious tunnel. Okay, so we need to find a way to override. This one's lockdown protocol, which I'm assuming is gonna have a code just like the first one. Okay. Nothing up here to read. But we have what, green, blue, red, and yellow. Because you know from the first one that we did that it had 4 letters. So maybe this one's the letters has to do with the colors. I don't know, let's read. Save the Phoenix, a preposterous slogan. Who will save us? Who will save the Silverwings? This menace that faces our society is unmatched in skill and speed. As our soldiers fall to it, it only becomes stronger. Do we think cutting off power now, of all times, will make a positive impact on our war efforts? I requested we pivot the research at the facility into finding a solution, and yet I was denied by the Minister of Flow. We are now regulated to, at most, experimenting with aeroflow. Flow may be the only thing that can save us, and I am not allowed to pursue it. There's another one here to read. I had lunch with Galleon today. Things are awkward. I am not the most adequate social expert already, and our shared connection with I don't know, man, has made things a bit more uncomfortable than usual. Gallon is beyond stressed about the goings on with the pyroflow generator and their communications. I suggested Gallon spend some time in the countryside and away from the front. He may have taken it personally, very personally. He probably thinks I am trying to get rid of him. I give hepatitis. I keep wanting to say hepatitis, and I know it's not that. Trouble about how finicky he is with his wording choices, but I am likely going to spend the rest of the day thinking about how that conversation could have gone better. Oh goodness. Okay. Hepatitis. I'm going to the research facility given the sporadic flow gate, lockdowns, and chaotic state of the countryside. I fear that we may not speak again for the time being. If you have come to my office and need anything on my machine, look Look to the capital. This letter will guide you your way there. Take care, dear. We will be reunited soon. So this one has certain letters capitalized, and I feel like that's going to be the code that we need. So let's see. The first one that's capitalized is A. Second one is C. Third is E, and then R. And I think that will be our code. So, please enter an action. Let's log in. Enter the access code. So the first letter was A. And the second letter was C. And then E. And then R. Yes, we are ready to submit. And that is correct. Welcome, Amina. Okay, let's look at the messages from Galleon. So our first one. Sorry for my behavior at lunch today. Guess I took your suggestion pretty personally. I know you meant well with everything going on. It's nice to have someone with my best interests in mind, even if it is my ex's new partner. I've decided to visit my brother soon. Can you cover for me at the university? Goodness, okay. This next one. Your reassurance has kept me strong in a time where I find very little to look forward to. Would you like to get dinner tonight before you go to the research facility? I can come to your office. Vitus could certainly use the walk. And our third message from Titus says, Hey yo, keep me updated on your airflow experiments. I think a Glottar running on airflow instead of Terraflow might be able to fly. How useful would that be? Serious question. I haven't thought of a use case yet. Okay. And our last one from Admin 1. I know the potential for your research to help the war effort, but you have done so much amazing work in the pursuit of knowledge. The Cosmos Protocol is designed for what comes after all of this. It is designed so that your research will be preserved in hopes of a better future. There will come a time when our paths separate, and the flow gates cease to operate. When this time comes, I want you to remember how much I trust you. Thank you for trusting in me. Your temple status. Flow generator status is re-stabilized. Emergency access door is powered. Protocol is engaged, and please contact the capital. I don't want to contact the capital. And let's disengage the Guardian Lockdown Protocol, and then we can exit. Goodbye. Okay, and with that, we are going to end this part here. If you like this part, make sure you like and subscribe, and until next time.